Hello there, people of the internet. I want to talk about general purpose rifles versus specialty rifles, like specific rifles that are set up with specific purposes in mind. I get a bunch of people, whenever I bring up the idea of a general purpose rifle, I get a lot of people that come up in the comments and they will say something along the lines of, my general purpose is different from your general purpose because I live in bear country, or I might have to shoot over long distances, or I insert your choice of other thing here. And I hate to tell you, but that is no longer general purpose. General purpose is you have one rifle to fill all roles. It doesn't do anything particularly well, but you have one rifle to fill all roles. And we could sit here and talk about what is and is not the best general purpose rifle, and I'm willing to bet that both my pick and your pick would probably both be adequate as general purpose rifles. But if you are thinking of a particular situation, then I hate to tell you, you are setting up for a particular situation, so that has become a specialty purpose rifle, not a general purpose rifle or a special purpose rifle or whatever the hell it's called. Like, for example, here is a really, really common general purpose rifle, AR in 5.56. You have to shoot at longer distances. 5.56, it'll probably shoot at the distances that you got to shoot at. Like your limitations and skills as a shooter is probably within the realms of what 5.56 can handle. If you are shooting farther than, say, a 55 grain bullet would probably be able to do, go out and get yourself some 77s, and you'll be able to do a lot with that. If you are in a situation where you gotta take out coyotes, or you gotta take out any kind of varmints that might be causing you issues on your particular homestead, or you're in a particular dangerous spot and there's a very high likelihood that you might have to defend yourself, or if you might have to protect yourself from larger critters like, say, a bear. I hear a lot of people say, I don't using AR because I might have to protect myself against a bear. You dramatically underestimate what mag dumping 77 grain pills at point blank range into a bear skull is going to do to that bear. That bear is going to be done doing what it's doing. It doesn't do anything particularly well, but it does a lot of things. And the 5.56 is a really good platform, or a really good cartridge, especially out of the AR platform. There's a reason why this is one of the most popular rifles here in the United States of America at time of filming this video. It just does the things super, super well, especially for the amount of money that you can pick up a budget AR at. Now, I hear a lot of people say, hey, I am in bear country. As a matter of fact, this is something I hear often. I'm in bear country, so I choose to go with a heavy bullet. And a lot of people will say something along the lines of 44 Magnum. A lot of people will bring up like 10 millimeter, or they'll talk about some kind of hard-hitting round in comparison to a 5.56. And that is definitely something that could work as a general purpose rifle. Like, this is a 44 Magnum in this lever action. But in the event that you might come up against something that requires a 44 mag that a 223 could not handle, well, the likelihood of that happening is exceptionally small, to the point to where if you decide that that is a necessity with the choice of your firearm, you are officially picking a specialty purpose rifle and designing that rifle around a specific job, not many other jobs, but a specific job. In this particular case, you would be deciding, hey, I'm using a 44 mag in case I got to defend myself against a bear. I can use it for other things as well, but I'm choosing 44 mag for bear defense. That is a specialty purpose rifle that you would be pushing into a general purpose role. It does one thing super well, which would be bear defense attacks that you could use in other roles as well, but it's probably not going to do those other roles as well as a general purpose rifle. Granted, the general purpose rifle probably won't do that specialty role as well, but that's the point between the two different kinds of guns. Or if you're shooting nice long distances, maybe something in .308 would be more up your alley. This right here is a C308, Setme C308. I only got a couple of rounds in it, but this is a full power battle rifle that a lot of people would go to in the event that they think that they have to shoot over long distances. Man, that poor piece of steel. I'm gonna have to go pick it up. It's getting absolutely buried in the dirt. But this is a good example of a specialty rifle. Hey, I need a rifle that I can shoot at long distance with. That is a particular job that you're taking your particular rifle for. So it is no longer a general purpose rifle, even if you push it into a general purpose rifle role. This is a rifle that you have for the event that you need to shoot at long distances, versus the general purpose rifle, which is for everything that you could use to shoot at long distances. It also does really well at short distances. It does really well against both small and medium things, and could potentially even work with large game things. Or, like, depending on the different kinds of bullets that you use, you could use it for long range shooting, you could use it for short range shooting, get yourself different barrels for it. The beautiful thing about the AR is it's so customizable for so many different options. Like, even for this right here, this AR in 5.56, I normally run 55 grain bullets just because they're the most common and they're the cheapest, and I never shoot beyond 300 yards anyway. And basically everything that I would ever need a rifle to do, this rifle achieves that. It doesn't do anything particularly well, but it's really good at doing a lot of different things. I got a magnifier on this thing in case I have to shoot out at long ranges. More often than not, if I'm just shooting at close ranges, I'll flip the magnifier aside. Now I got a red dot. Now I got really good peripheral vision all around this rifle to where I can see things incredibly well. Guess what? Red dot dies, goes down, battery gets drained, whatever. Now I got backup iron sights that I can co-witness through the red dot. Like, there's a lot of really, really good options with this rifle as a general purpose setup. It could be used as a survivalist rifle, a hunting rifle, a long-range precision rifle with this particular setup, or at least in the realm of capabilities of my abilities as a shooter. I cannot outshoot what this rifle can do, especially with the right ammunition. Of course, then I could start doing things like swapping out barrels or even uppers. I can get different calibers in the AR to suit whatever it is that I decide I need a different caliber for. If I want 30 caliber, I can go out and get myself some 300 blackout. There's a lot of really, really good options with 300 blackout. I can get longer barrels, I can get shorter barrels, I can decide, hey, my buddy group over here is running AKs. I don't want to run an AK, I've got my AR, but guess what? I'll put on my 7.62 x 39 upper with my barrel and bolt carrier group, and now suddenly I can run the same kind of ammo that they can. It's a good general purpose, do everything adequately rifle. There's no one particular job that I'm thinking of, and if you're thinking of one particular job with your general purpose that you might need a rifle to be able to do, then you're no longer looking at a general purpose rifle. You are looking at a specialty rifle setup to do that particular job. You might push that rifle into a general purpose role, but it's not going to do the general purpose job as good as a general purpose rifle. It's going to do that specialty job better than the general purpose rifle. So thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, share. Description below has a link to all sorts of stuff. Go check it out. You guys go off, have yourself a fantastic day. I'll see you guys on the next episode. I've done this. Bonnie and Clyde be damned. Poor man's Garrett. It's a shame that bolt-action shotguns aren't more mainstream.